Hello, lovely people. Are you curious what next couple of months will bring you? Let's find out. Today we're doing it a different way. I'm shuffling right now. So, what next 2 months will bring to this group of people? This is pile number one. This is gonna be pile number two. And this is gonna be pile number three. If you prefer to choose with crystals, let's do this right now. This is pile number one, pile number two, pile number three. Follow your intuition and then use the timestamps below to find out. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this pile, let's see what your reading is gonna be about. The card says, I surrender to power greater than me. I feel like you are being guided. You don't have to think everything through for the next couple of months. Just trust your guts, trust that you are being guided, and just follow your instincts whenever they will lead you. There is some unknown territory waiting you, but don't be scared. Don't rush into it either. Just try your best to be in the flow. Let's see what Tarot would tell us about it. What pile number one should expect in the next 2 months? First card is the Devil. Three of Wands. Death. The Wheel. Oh my God. The Sun. What? Okay, Six of Cups. Queen of Wands in reverse. And Ace of Wands. Okay. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas here. So you are definitely being guided by the power greater than you. You just have to relax and watch your patterns and your ways of acting. If you act unconsciously, you will be you will be learning how, like, you will be dealing with the consequences there. The Devil talks about attachments, addictiveness to something. For me, it talks about patterns that we are doing, we are thinking, not paying attention to the way we are doing that. And this doesn't bring us closer to our dream. This doesn't serve us. So for the best and highest good of you guys, please work on your patterns. And you have the plan. You will have the plan how to do that. And you already know kind of where you want to go. But it's not gonna happen in the way that you expect it to be or you want it to be, because there's intervention from the divine source and divine power is taking over, because what you are doing right now is not for the best and highest good for you. It's kind of you think that you want that and you think this is the best way to get there, but it's not you. It's not you 100%. And you will be freed from that situation or from this state of mind you will be given a chance to step out of that situation and start living authentically the way you are supposed to live your life, not listening to others, um, letting go of your old patterns that rule your life. When you don't pay attention to your thoughts, they rule your life, and mm, they're not your authentic thoughts. They might be thought that you gained during your childhood or in any circumstances. If you don't pay attention what comes into your head, what you're getting into yourself, it will stay there unnoticed and then intervene into your life. Not the best way for you. So you are being given the chance to let go of that, to release that grip, and you are coming into this perfect state of being when you are happy and you are in not in control, because it's not about controlling something like forcefully. It's about letting go, and then you are finally going to feel this freedom and fulfillment and just this sense of being true to yourself, and it opens all the doors. And you might even remember that you used to be like that when you were a kid, and you might be a little nostalgic about. For different people it's gonna play out in different ways. Like some of you could be sad about that you're not longer in such circumstances, or you're sad about your past that you have to let go. For others it's more of finding your true self and remembering how it used to be before such and such happened, and coming back to yourself. It's a beautiful thing. Don't resist it, and it will give you the power to rule your life, not control everything and everyone everywhere, but rule your life from the conscious place. And it's gonna be easy for you after you've done this work. It doesn't seem like a long whole, like working hard on your inner perceptions and your way of thinking, because the spread is for 2 months ahead of you. So the process is starting, or for some of you it's already continuing because you started that before, and for some of you it's gonna start in the next couple of months. So be ready, know that everything is happening for your best and highest good, and it will give you more energy and power to work through this. And it's really beautiful because on the other side of that, you're gonna have this fulfillment and happiness, and just this sense of this is really me. You're finally gonna know who you are and what you love, and people will know who you are and will love you for who you are, not because you are pretending to be someone else. That message really was there for someone, but yeah, okay, it's just kind of came out of nowhere. But okay, let's see what energies are gonna be present in the next couple of months for you. Okay, I will roll with that. Door to personal healing and happiness, and another one was here. Hostilities. Let's see. With these two cards, I feel like there is definitely opening the door for you to finally reach that happiness and healing that you were longing for. Even if you didn't know consciously that there's something you need to heal, now is the perfect time and opportunity to reach inside your soul and look through this spread some sunlight onto it and just work through this, start the work, because every man on this earth, I mean man in like every person on this earth needs to work through some baggage, because no one is perfect. After we come to this world, we are affected by so many things that it's so hard to stay centered and stay aligned with our soul, that this becomes our almost like purpose here, to rediscover ourselves and then help others to do the same. Because when we are true to ourselves, we set an example, and other people are triggered by that in a good way, and we can help them. And this hostilities talks about there might be some aggressive energy around you, in your surroundings, people surrounding you, and you can be like blind to that. So you need to look through your surroundings as well, to see if there's something or someone that doesn't respect your boundaries and does hurtful things to you. And it's time to stop it, to gain this understanding of I am love, and I'm not here to let other people do harm to me or anyone else. And it, in some cases, it could be you doing harm to yourself. It's time to reflect on that, stop it, and start a new way of living your life. It seems really profound and like huge, but the process is inevitable. It's there for every one of us, and for you, pile number one, you are in the in the middle of it. Let's see, what emotions will you be mostly experiencing? Will you experience? Yes, experiencing. So let's see. Two most profound emotions for the next 2 months for the pile number one. On guard, hey, yes, I see that. And another one is sorry, I know what I did was wrong and I'm sorry. Okay, this tells me that there is definitely something that harms you, outside of you or inside of you, and it's time to let it go, work with that, set your boundaries, look through what it could be, because for some of you, you can even not realize that it's present in your life. And the best way to let it go is to forgive yourself, forgive the person, do some forgiveness meditation, and just let it go. What things are you learning in the next 2 months? Let's see what 2 most significant things you're learning in the next 2 months. Happiness, a state of pleasure, contentment, and creativity, the use of imagination or original ideas. Okay, so this tells me that it's really the road, the path to your happiness that you are stepping onto. You're opening the door and you are finally getting on the path to your happiness. You are either finding it at last, or you are stepping back to it. But whatever it is, it requires creativity. It requires this energy of creation. It requires for you to understand that you are not a victim. You are not someone to whom life happens. It's you who creates this life, and you have all the power to deal with anything that you have to deal with, and you are co-creator of this life because you have this divine power behind you, and you are creating your experiences together. So you don't have to be scared and be like, oh my gosh, what if I don't do it right? You can always rely on your partner, in this case the universe or whatever you call it. It's about not being stubborn, like only I can do that and only I know what is best in this situation. It's like, okay, I trust that I'm being guided, and I listen to my inner wisdom. I listen for signs, and you are not putting all this pressure on yourself, and it frees you, and it gives you more power to do the best you can in this situation, and to let everything go that doesn't belong in your life anymore, because you are really stepping into the new life, and universe is helping you. Let's see a message from spirit to help you in this situation. What else does pile number 1 need to know? This card almost jumped out. Higher power, yes. And another one. Deep knowing. Okay, so higher power is in reverse, and this talks about what we've been talking about just now. Trust and let the divine power help you. Don't put all the pressure on yourself. It's not just you. You are not the only person who is doing this life thing. You have a lot of helpers behind the veil and around you, and it's time to accept the help, accept the fact that it's not just physical world, it's not just you in charge. You can rely on higher power. You can be in alignment with its decisions and its flow of energy. You just relax, let go, forgive, decide for yourself that from now on, I'm not a victim. I create my life, and work on that. Use some affirmations, use whatever you can for now to help you step into your new mindset. And deep knowing is about you truly know what is best for you, what you have to do, that you are being helped, you are being guided. It's the knowledge you were born with, and it's deep down into every one of us, and in you it's present as well. Just dig it, just declutter your mind, your soul, your surroundings from everything that doesn't belong there, and you will find it, and the life is gonna become much easier for you and much more enjoyable, because when you know what your next step is, you are not lost, and you are not frantic about what should I do. You don't have to know the whole road, like path. You don't have to know all the steps, but you have this knowing to know where to put your foot next, and it's enough. It's enough, whatever. So let's see what affirmation will help you in this process in the next 2 months. What could you use? It says, my joy doesn't depend upon the approval of others. So in your case, it might be that you are afraid to show your true colors in front of other people, not letting yourself be true to yourself because you are conditioned to behave in such ways, and now it's super hard, I understand, to start unleashing your authenticity. It's not a quick fix, although for some it's faster than for others. It's all in divine plan, so don't put pressure on yourself. Don't think that you have to be done with this in like by next Monday. It doesn't work like that, but you just have to know that you are guided. As long as you are allowing yourself to be guided, you have this knowledge, just trust it and cultivate this joy inside of you, just because you are living this life. And when you realize that you have all the power to create your life, you can just be overwhelmed with joy, because it means that nothing and no one can control you as long as you are in this creative mode and you follow the guidance. You are unstoppable. And when you don't feel this joy, it means you stepped out of the path, and just come back to it and keep going, and everything is gonna be awesome, guys. I wish you all the best in your next 2 months and in this huge chapter of your life. It brings you so much happiness and light and joy. I just can't express it. So get ready, pull your sleeves up, and yoo-hoo! Okay, pile number 2. Who picked this pile? Let's see what is this about. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. True story, guys. Let's see what Tarot says about it. Interesting. When I'm in alignment. So you're either coming into alignment, or you are learning how to come into alignment with the love of the universe. Okay, let's see. 2 of Wands in reverse. The Sun. Next 2 months. 8 of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups. The Lovers. The Magician in reverse. The World. And 3 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. Previous pile got the same amount of major arcanas. That's okay. Next 2 months seem to be charged with so much power. Let's see. So what I see here is that you've been stuck in some situation where it seems to you that you can't escape from. It's like you, just as you start to think about a way of dealing with it, it's like you are stopping yourself, or the world is stopping yourself, or you, that it's unrealistic, it can't happen, it won't work. Then you think about another one, and the same thing happens to that way. So it's kind of indecision, but you are getting out of it. As soon as you find the right answer, and by right I mean that you get the idea and don't go into this spiral of what if, what should I, or it won't work. All these doubts and all this unnecessary thinking, just don't go there. You've done this part already. Don't go there. So you are getting the idea how to deal in this situation, just follow it. Any step will work for you in this situation. Just getting out of this stagnant energy will bring you so much energy and so much inspiration, and it will give you the power to do what you need to do. But don't rush. There is this message of, if you rush it, you might not get the satisfaction that you are needed to get. So there is this sense of, if you slow down, not in the um, not to think about it more, just slow down, trusting that it will solve itself, because you already done the first step. And when you do the first step, universe works with you to give you opportunity to make another second step, right? So then when you get into this mindset of, I'm not stuck, right? You're like unstuck mindset. It's gonna work out, but you don't have to deal with that on your own. Just wait, keep you centered and relaxed, and cultivate this when you are just happy, nothing is happening, you are just sitting on the grass, or you are laying in your bed, whatever you're doing, it's like time stops. So when you are getting into this moment, you're like, okay, whew, I've done the first step, now I can relax. This is where magic begins. And don't rush it. Don't like, oh shoot, I have to cook. I don't know, I have to run there and do that. Don't do that. There is strong emphasizing of letting the time work for you. As long as you do that, it will bring you perfect circumstances, perfect outcomes on whatever it is. And I get a feeling that it might be about other person, or like some romantic relationship or just partnership, and there is gonna be another person involved in this situation in the next 2 months. And the feeling is, if you get too involved in this situation, so let's say you couldn't stay relaxed and calm and just enjoying this time of stillness, and you go forward super fast, it's like you are giving your power away to that person or to the situation. It's like you don't control yourself. You don't, not in a bad way, control. Sometimes this word scares me because it's like connected to this force energy, but like you lose yourself in other person or other in this situation, and you can't hold yourself in charge of what is happening, and you're losing your mind over that. Not in a bad way, nothing is in a bad way actually here, but in a way that this thing controls you, and you are not using your whole potential here. You're kind of how do I say that, you are kind of letting others decide what's best for you and what you need and what to do. You're kind of, okay, as long as I'm here, I don't care. But you will be guided to let go of this mindset, let go of this thinking that way, and you will be given opportunities to end that in a good way, for good reasons, not I'm not saying good end relationships. For some of you, it might be so, but it's not bad for you. It's more about letting go of that indecision, or following will of others, not listening to what you need here. So there's gonna be put an end to that way of living your life, and you will start to learn how to respect your needs, how to live in alignment with yourself, how to express yourself in the best way to achieve what is best for you, and how to collaborate with others, how to talk, act, how to live in a world when you are not by yourself, but you are surrounded by other people and they don't harm you, they support you. And it starts with you supporting your inner vision, your inner world. Because when you are abandoning yourself, others will use you. There is no respect to a person who doesn't respect themselves. So this spread for me talks about how to be a person around other people, how to interact, how to collaborate, how to live in the world in a beautiful way when your needs are respected and needs of others are respected, and it's just beautiful collaboration. Okay, let's see what energies are gonna be present in the next 2 months. Oh, okay. A woman holding a heart and Archangel Michael. So there is something about insecurity in relationship, in relationships, I would say, like some abandonment issues or trust issues, safety issues, and you are working through that. It might you might need help of others. You might need to go somewhere to get this, like to talk to someone, to so other people can help you heal that and find your ground. And from this place of being safe, feeling in charge, feeling like you belong here. And the feeling of belonging doesn't mean that you have to find your tribe and stick to them, right? It's when you don't care where you go, it doesn't matter where you are and what people are around you. You belong anywhere as long as you don't betray yourself. So it's about finding, self-love as well here plays out really beautifully. It's like coming into this partnership with yourself, with your soul, with your heart. And for some of you, it might be a partnership with another person. It's like learning how to be a partner, a good partner, a trustworthy partner, because it's like two ends of one stick, right? It all connected. So it could be you finding a way to be in a partnership that supports you and is for your best, or it's finding a way to trust yourself and find this ground and like grow from that into a person who can hold other people's hearts and like with respect and love, and expect the same from others. So yeah, this is definitely about becoming a wiser and more open person. Okay, what emotions are gonna be present in 2 months? Like, what do we need to pay attention to for card number 2? 2 emotions. Okay. Confused. And anger. Yes. When you let go of anger, you can forgive. When you forgive, you find love. You might be confused in the situation. Yes, it's like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do in this situation. Nothing seems to work out. Nothing seems to lead where I want to go. It's like a huge mess. It seems like it. But if you dig down, you'll find that there's some resentment, anger, some strong emotions that keep you stuck, that you don't let yourself open this, like bottle, because you are afraid that it might ruin everything. It might ruin your relationship, your just your life. But it's not true. As long as you do it in a safe place with as I said, it doesn't hurt when you ask others to help, the right people, right? And when you are not afraid of to experience anger from others or from yourself, you learn how to deal with that and you let it go. And then it's like you clean the room. You take all the old furniture out of the room, and then you can fill it with new furniture that you really love, and it's comfortable. It's not old and shaky and dusty or rusty. It's just what you need to feel comfortable and safe in your life. So that's what I see here. Let's see what things you are learning in the next 2 months. Pile number 2. Things that you're learning. Change, the act of making or becoming different. Okay, and another one. Beauty. I don't know what beauty is. Beauty is something that we adore, but it's different for everyone. So it talks about authenticity and finding what pleasing for you, what works for you, what gives you joy and fulfillment. Because beauty, for me, it's kind of synonymous to love. So, and love is what we are made of. So it's coming back to this realization that you were born love. You are love. And all this mess around you is distracting you from coming into your truth. And for you to come to the truth, you need not to resist the change. Because yes, here there is some fear of change, of what could happen if I do that, and it's too scary to even give the possibility for it to happen. It's like, I don't want to look there, so it doesn't, it's not there if I don't look there, right? So be brave. It's all gonna be perfectly beautiful when you're open to the change and you are not scared of whatever can come, because only beautiful can come when you open your heart and you let go of old resentment, anger, all this gunk that keeps you stuck. And you will get to the beautiful point where you feel like you belong, because you know who you are and you love yourself and you let others love you, and you just let go of anything that was keeping you stuck. Let's see what Oracle wants to say to you about this. Okay, pile number 2. Yang in reverse. And soulmates. Okay. What can be better in this spread? So this in reverse indicates for me that don't do anything rushed. Like here, I told you, keep yourself calm. Everything is gonna work out as long as you are not rushing it. You know, when we are rushed, we kind of don't act from our mindfulness. We lose it. And I'm not gonna repeat myself. It's just a confirmation that you have to become more soft in the situation, allowing the change, allowing whatever needs to happen. And it brings you your soulmate. For some of you, it's literally finding your soulmate. For others, it's healing your relationship with your soulmate. For others, it could be finding your soulmates, like soul group, to help you learn and grow in the situation and become more aligned with who you truly are. This huge heart, it's yours. So it's really beautiful. Let's see what the last message would be from the spirit for you, pile number 2. What you need to focus on in the next 2 months. And for you, it's seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. Is it a word? Whatever. It's just perfect here, because when you always think about how others will see you if you act this way, will never bring neither love of others to you, neither love to yourself from yourself. It just doesn't work when we look for outside what's the word? It just slipped my mind, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, it doesn't matter how others see you. The only thing that matters is how you see yourself. And as long as you remember that you are love, that you don't have to hide your true essence, but as long as you don't force it onto the world, you know, like, okay, now I think, or like, now I know that I'm this, and you have to deal with that. No, there's no forceful energies. There's calm, soft energy that just allows things to happen. There's no forcing things to happen. And when you find this center, your ground, when you realize that you belong everywhere, right? As long as you don't betray yourself, it's just infinite joy. I'm so excited for you, pile number 2. This was a beautiful reading. I truly felt it. I hope you did too. I wish you all the best in the world, and you can do it, and it's gonna be beautiful. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. I'm so excited for you to choose this pile. I have no idea what it is gonna be about. I haven't shuffled cards yet, but let's see what the mantra is gonna be for you for your next couple of months, and we'll roll from there. Oneness is my true nature. It's beautiful, isn't it? A nice reminder that we are not separate from anything else. It's all us. Let's see what Tarot have to say about your next 2 months. Okay, Judgment. The Star. For a second, I thought there is another card underneath. Strength. All major arcanas. What's up, guys? Okay, Four of Swords. The Moon. Page of Wands. High Priestess in reverse. And Ace of Wands. Okay, there is something you need, you feel you need to find the answer to. There is something that bothers you and you seem to not to lose all the answers you ever had about this, and now you are lost. And it's like your mind is everywhere at once, and it's hard to collect yourself. So let's see what cards are telling us. The first one is the Judgment, and it's about transformation. When you're like, enough, it's not gonna continue this way. I'm done. I'm closing the book. It's finished. It's not gonna work as before. I'm starting the new way, and it's great. It's great. You might be forced to do that in some outside circumstances, but I feel like for most of you it's already happened. It's like something was closed, but you have no idea where to go next. It's like I'm in a mush and I have no idea how to escape. The next card is the Star in reverse. The Star, for me, talks about connection with the universe, with the source energy. And when you on a birthday, you make a wish and you expect it to manifest, and it does manifest when you get a star. But in reverse, it's like you are not letting your wish reach the source. You are keeping it close to yourself. It's like, when you look at the wall right in front of your nose and you can't see the whole building and you have no idea how beautiful it is or what it is at all, and you're like, I don't know, and you keep looking, you keep coming closer, and you even see these ants and bugs and cracks in the walls, but it doesn't help in this situation. It's like getting closer, thinking more about it, it's not gonna give you answers. Sometimes we need to step back so we can see the situation for what it is, and we can find where the entrance is, because there's a wall, but if it's a building and if you're supposed to come inside, you will have the door somewhere, right? So there's some need to detach from something. The Strength card, God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. Oh, whoa. Okay, so the Strength card is about finding your inner strength, and you are gonna find it in the next couple of months. You already have it. You already know you are capable, but you don't let yourself. I mean, some of you, you know that you can do that. It's just you don't see the way how you can apply your power. For others, it's like looking in the wrong mirror. You're looking in the mirror in hoping that you will see your true self, like who you are, and someone is just joking with you and puts a picture there. Like if you are a lion and you see a mouse in the reflection and you believe that you are a mouse, and it's just wrong, right? It's just you can't live life of a mouse if you were born a lion, and it's time to accept your power, accept that you are the king of animal kingdom. In this case, you can rule this situation, and lion is a wise king, and so it means no one has to suffer in this situation. When you gather your power, when you step back from the situation and you see it as it is, the whole situation, you see where the entrance is, where the windows are, what it is at last, like, is it a tower, or is it a bank, is it a, I don't know, shag? You will know what to do when you see the situation from the distance. So distance yourself, and you can do it only from the place of your power. If you're a mouse, you unconsciously, you don't think you can deal with that. Like, I can't, I don't know what, defend my friends because I'm just a mouse. But then you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I'm a lion. I can deal with all of that and just, I don't know, just fix the situation. You're okay. It's not about fixing the situation. It's about finding your power to look at this as it is, and then you will, the door will be revealed to you. So for now, you don't have guts to deal with that, or you don't have resources to deal with that. It's like you are healing. Something happened, and you are in this time period where you need some time to heal yourself. But the danger here is that you stay in the safe place for too long, because you can grow wounded if you keep thinking that you have a wound. When you again, this image with this brick wall being too close to your nose, it's like you concentrate on your wound, on your, I don't know, lack of something, right? On your flaws, and you don't let yourself to see that you are a lion, and you these flaws that you have, there might not even be flaws, and even if they are, we are not perfect. No one is perfect, and the true power is in accepting all your sides, all your qualities, and finding peace with that, and not being afraid to say, yes, I know I had this wound, but I healed it, and I did it with my inner power, and now I'm ready to go into the world and use my power, because no power is given for fun, right? If you have the power, and you do have the power, it means you have to use it in a wise way. But there's some denial of that. It's like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to deal with this. I'm not ready, or I don't have resources. It's like lying to yourself, lying to the world. It's like almost cheating. So you keep yourself in this safe place, because yes, it's scary out there, and you can keep telling yourself, oh, I'm still wounded, I haven't healed yet, I can't go outside, la la la, all this crap. I mean, yes, wounds hurt, but if we break a leg and never leave the bed ever, we lose the ability to walk, to run. But if we exercise this leg, we give this leg a time to heal, but then we exercise it, we start to use it again slowly, with caution, with gentleness, lovingly, but we don't let the wound rule our leg, our body, our life. That's what you need to do here. And starting to live your life from a fresh page, like, okay, this happened, but I'm gonna have some time off, or I had some time off, and now it's time for me to start over, all over again. And it doesn't mean I'm a failure, it just means I have inner power to start again. I'm not letting this thing that happened to me decide what I'm capable of and what I'm not. It's just a stepstone, it's just a learning lesson, it's just the situation, one of many. Whatever, if it's huge or if it's small, it affects you, but your power, it's in your power to deal with that and go ahead. It's like if you leave it in the past where it belongs, you move forward and you achieve greater things. If you keep dragging it along, like, oh, look what happened to me, oh my god, it still bothers me. Of course, if you break a leg, sometimes it can bother you, right? Even if it's healed, but you don't let it rule your life. This accident happened, and goodbye. Now I have this. It's like starting from fresh start, blank page, and you can draw whatever you want. And if your pen ran out of ink because of that accident, you just fill new ink or pick a new pen. Or I hope you get the message. It's all about not letting the wound or accident or whatever it was to define what you can do. Not being too gentle with yourself. Gentleness is good, but when you're like keeping yourself, those types of moms, they keep their kids all, I don't know, like in scarves and warm clothes, and they don't let them go outside because they scare they'll catch something. And these kids, they have so poor immune system that their mothers do harm to them unconsciously. So don't do that to yourself. Believe that you're strong. Like, I'm strong. I can do hard things, and just keep going forward. And the magic power is in that. It's like when you decide that whatever happened isn't gonna define you, it's like all universe is coming together to give you more power. So don't be afraid if you don't have enough, like you think you don't have enough right now to deal with that. Just gather your inner power inside. Tell yourself you can do that. And then just watch as you have more energy, more power, more synchronicities. Just life helps you to do that. And you might not even have to deal with anything like that in the future. It's just when you drop the resistance, right? Because when you drag in your past along, it's like you resist for future to come. You're kind of afraid that what happened, it hurt you, and you don't want anything else to hurt you in the future. But it's like a shield around you, but it shields you from good things to happen. Just let go of that. And it's like you don't trust yourself, but you are being forced to open to yourself. See your reflection as a lion, not a mouse, realizing that it's not you. You are the lion, And it doesn't mean you have to be a strong lion right away, right? We all start from somewhere. It's just opening the box with your power, trying new things, a little bit here, a little bit there. Like you try on clothes and then you decide, okay, I will wear this to this event, I will sleep in this. And it's just meeting your powers and uh, not resisting them. And your power is always connected to the source, so your intuition gets stronger. And when you let yourself find this power, trust your intuition, then you just know what to do. You see the picture, you step back, you see the whole building, you see the whole city and the whole world, and you just so powerful. It's just miraculous. I'm getting goosebumps all over myself. It's just, oh my God. Oh wow, I'm curious now. Who are you? And you got 5 major arcanas. Okay, let's see what energies are gonna be present in your life for the next couple of months. Community. Okay, first chakra, Archangel Michael. Stability, safety, trust, and building yourself from the ground up. Find your base. It's like, yes, as I said, you were all over the place. You are broken into pieces, or at least your mind is everywhere, and you're like, you know, like magnetizing yourself, all your pieces together, and taking a breath, like, okay, we are doing it from this place. This is where I am now. I am here. You can repeat it to yourself whenever you need it, the reminder, I am here. And then you just go forward, and you're not alone. You will get help, and you might already have help. Don't push it away. Just see who you can trust and who you should avoid, because not everyone is aligned with your lesson right here. But when you start this new journey, leave past behind, start the new your like new path. And okay, in reality it's just continuing your path, but it feels like it's new. It's like, this is, I'm done here, this is my future. I don't know what it is, but I'm going forward. And you are accessing your intuition, and you will know who is your friend, who is maybe not, and where you can find support and where you can be needed. Because when you gather your power and you act from your power, it's like, yes, as I said, powers are not given just randomly, right? If you have them, it's your destiny to use it. So you will have this vision where you belong, where you can help, why this thing happened to you, because now you are stronger. It's like it gave you the box with your power, and the only thing that needed from you right now to open that box gently, carefully, and with excitement, because it's your power. It's now given to you, and you can help this world as long as you stay grounded in your power. This is so huge. Okay, let's see 2 emotions that you will be dealing with next 2 months. What do you need to pay attention to when you feel it? Of course, I'm not even surprised. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, and another one. Relief. Yes. Relief talks about letting go of the past. It's like I don't have to drag it along. I don't have to hold on to it because it drains my energy and I just can't. It's oh my god, what's going on? Yes, breathe again, as I said. Breathe in, breathe out. And from this calmness, like, okay, I'm here. I can let it go. You gather your power. You are strong. You can do that and much more. You are just powerful being. Oh my god. So, what are your lessons in the next couple of months? Your lessons, what you're learning? Change. Okay, change, yes. Because change is always scary, and it's like changing your way of dealing with your past, with your present, with your future. It's like I don't want anything to happen to me, so I prefer to get stuck, because yes, I'll just keep myself here in a box. I'm not healed yet, right? No, you are. Embrace the change. It will bring you all the freaking powers and all the best in the world. I have no words. Okay, I quit. Power, yes, of course. Okay, I'm not gonna explain it. Then, oracle message from spirit for you. What do you need to know in the next 2 months? Loyal heart, yeah. And Yang in reverse. Interesting. We got this card in last pile too. So loyal heart for me, it's connected with Lion King, because when you are a king, you don't rush things, you don't force things when it's not needed. You have your vision and you are listening to the world around you. But if you listen to everything, right, it's like, have you ever watched this Bruce Almighty movie? It's like you're gonna go crazy, right, with all these responsibilities. So it takes your heart being centered, because your heart always knows what to do. It doesn't have to, not that it doesn't have to, it's like it knows everything all at once, and it gives you the next right step, the best step possible if you listen to it. So listen to your heart. It never betrays you. It's always yours. It's always with you. It never leaves as long as you don't leave it, right? And Yang in reverse talks about don't use your powers for a bad cause, because when you realize you are such a powerful being, we all know those stories. People get blinded by the power and they do terrible things. It doesn't mean that you are one of those. But okay, everyone has to go through this lesson in some capacity. But in your case, having so much power, it's really important for you to always act out of your heart, never betraying it, never acting out of selfishness, because your actions are impactful, and it's, you have this energy, but don't let it rule you. You are the ruler. You're, it's in your hands, right? Like this. So don't let it eat you and rule you. I know I said some dumb stuff just now, but you understand, right? When we let the power consume us, consume our good intentions, nothing good is gonna happen. So keep that in mind, because you are powerful. And now let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, what you need to remember during next 2 months of your life. Let's see, pile number 3. I'm learning that all problems resolve themselves. It talks here about, you know, let me find the words for this. When you are a king, there is lots of stuff happening in your kingdom, right? And if you react to every little things, you just lose your power, respect, and ability to help where your help is really needed. So it's about like assertiveness and letting other people the chance to help themselves. It doesn't mean that if you can help, you always should. Ask before you help, if your help is needed. Ask before you do anything to other people. And ask before you do anything. Consult your heart, your intuition. Remember that we are all one, and it's not just you possessing these powers. You are an instrument to let this energy come into this world, and you like your ego has nothing to do with that. So don't go there and decide, oh, now I need to do that. And if you see people struggling, it's against their will if you just go there and do whatever you think is best in the situation. Step aside, wait, ask, and act if you are asked to help. Okay, pile number 3. That's what we got for you today. I can't say I'm not in shock by how powerful it is. I truly wish you all the best, and yeah, good luck with that. You got it, and enjoy it. You are being guided to a new beautiful chapter of your life. I'm just excited for you. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.